It's only a few days to Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, but do you know everything you need to know to watch a series? Like, where does the series take place? Who are the characters? And most importantly, how and when can you actually watch the new series? Don't worry, we've got you covered in this handy video. Stick around as we're diving straight into new content and answering all your questions. Greetings my young Padawans, my name is Jack and welcome to Star Wars Now. Before we actually jump into the video, use the force and hit that subscribe and like button to never miss a video for myself and the team here at Star Wars Now. As always, if you're talking about Star Wars, then of course, we want to hear about it. Okay, let's go. The series Obi-Wan Kenobi takes place 10 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, where his former Padawan and friend Anakin Skywalker turned to the dark side of the Force, brought an end to the Clone Wars, and destroyed the Jedi Order. As we know, Kenobi took Anakin and Padme's children away to hide them, giving Leia to Bail Organa and Luke to live with his aunt and uncle on Tatooine. For some more understanding of the timeline at this stage, the events of the game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order took place 5 years after Revenge of the Sith, so 5 years before Kenobi. 14 years after Revenge of the Sith, the events of Star Wars Rebels start to take place, and then Rogue One and the original trilogy are roughly 19 years after Revenge of the Sith, so 9 years after Obi-Wan Kenobi. What do these events mean for the Kenobi series? Well, the main thing is the Inquisitors. The second sister is no more, thanks to Jedi Fallen Order. Spoilers, unfortunately Inquisitoris was damaged during events of the video game. However, since it's been 5 years, this damage would have been repaired. The Alliance to Restore the Republic, aka the Rebellion, hasn't officially formed at this point, with that happening in and around Star Wars Rebels. There are still rebel activities during this time, especially with Fulcrum agents like Cassian Andor and Ahsoka Tano operating as spies under that alias. So, with the Rebellion seed starting to be sown, we could see Kenobi possibly meeting up with Bail Organa, asking how Leia is doing, and Organa could ask Kenobi if he could help during the Rebellion. Obviously, Kenobi won't, as he has to look after Luke, but it might give some more insight into Bail trying to contact Kenobi on Tatooine. Anyway, let's talk more about the trailers and other information we've been told for definite about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which will air episodes 1 and 2 on the same day on May 27th, 2022 via Disney+. You should be able to watch it all around the world right now. I'm not sure what regions don't have Disney+, but most of you watching this video are easily going to be able to watch it. I think the episode comes out roughly at 8 AM on a Friday, or both episodes come out at 8 AM, and then it's episodes on a weekly basis after that, with 6 in total. Well, currently we can safely assume, even without any of the trailers, that the show will give us the look at the iconic Star Wars planet of Tatooine, which fun enough has appeared in every Star Wars TV series so far. So let's look forward to it seeing in Andor as well. I mean, come on, it's going to be a possibility. Owen and Bru Lars, who are raising Luke, appeared in both episodes 2 and 3, played by Joel Egerton and Bonnie Marie Priestess. They were reprising their role in the Kenobi show. So, Kenobi were looking over Lars' homestead, specifically over Luke, as it seems like it was agreed between Kenobi and Owen that Luke would be trained in the ways of the Force once he came of age and started to show signs of Force sensitivity. However, from the trailers we've got so far, we can see that Owen goes back on this deal, going back to Kenobi saying things just like how you trained his father. Owen may be strict, we see this in New Hope, with Owen wanting to keep Luke around to help on the homestead, but we definitely know it comes from a place of care for the young boy. Eventually, however, it seems that the Inquisitorius and their Inquisitors, including the Grand Inquisitor, played by Rupert Friend, and a third sister, Reva, played by Moses Ingram, will make their way to Tatooine. It does seem from the trailers, and from other information, they're actually hunting down another Force sensitive hiding on Tatooine, played by Ben Sadif. And it looks like they'll not only find him and actually hang with Padawan in the streets, and what is probably Mos Eisley or maybe Anchorhead. The Inquisitors might sense or find information on Kenobi while he's on the planet, and it's likely why Kenobi will leave to draw them away from the planet in order for them not to actually find Luke Skywalker. The Grand Inquisitors only seem to be on Tatooine in the trailers, we don't really see him much else, but we do see him fighting some people and interrogating what looks to be Owen Lars. Perhaps the Grand Inquisitor is ordered away by the Emperor and leaves the hunting of Kenobi to Reva in his stead. But talking about the Inquisitors, obviously they have a unique lightsaber design, a dual-bladed lightsaber which they're able to spin. From some interviews, we actually see some fighting / gliding lightsaber action from the Inquisitors, which is great, but a silly part of the Inquisitors in Star Wars Rebels if you ask some of us. Kenobi will eventually head to the city planet of Dayu to try and throw off the scent of the Inquisitors. As we know, at least 3 Inquisitors will be sent after him. The third sister, also known as Reva, the 5th brother who appeared in Rebels, and the 4th sister of the Inquisitorius. We do see a wanted poster put out for Kenobi, probably using photos from the Jedi Temple archives, and some bounty hunters to hunt down Kenobi, including a droid bounty hunter who looks like 4-LOM, but in a recent interview with Kenobi director Deborah Chow, the droid is actually called One Jack. There'll be a shootout for Kenobi on the rooftops of Deo, and Reva will see this, though it looks like Kenobi will manage to flee from her, though it seems like she may say you can't escape him, obviously hinting at Darth Vader eventually making his appearance. Speaking of which, Norbs, it seems like this series will head towards a rematch between Kenobi and his former Padawan, now Sith Lord Darth Vader. Now, when this idea was floated, I could tell that a lot of people were not too thrilled about this, due to it possibly undercutting a fight between Kenobi and Vader in A New Hope.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Well, it can definitely work out in a way if Kenobi and Vader duel, Kenobi gets away, Vader believes his old master is dead. You'll probably still need to have Kenobi win the fight, for Vader's line about becoming a master in A New Hope, so who knows what will happen here. Now the question is here, where will Kenobi and Vader fight? Will it be Mustafar, or perhaps a water moon in the Mustafar system, Nur, which houses the headquarters of the Inquisitorius? The planet of Nur was last seen in Jedi Fallen Order, when Cal Kestis was sent there to recover a holocron of Force-sensitive children from a second sister. Cal even fought against Vader, flooding part of the underwater fortress, and ultimately had to flee with the assistance of Night Sister Merrin. Fortress Inquisitorius will show up in the Kenobi series, and you can see it on screen here. We may even eventually see Kenobi going there. We usually see some probe droids being sent from this planet, perhaps to hunt down Kenobi and search for him, or just general routine search from Inquisitors to hopefully find any traces of Force sensitives out in the galaxy. From the trailers, we have seen a large Stormtrooper contingent at the base, including what look like some new Purge Troopers. Purge Troopers first showed up in Jedi Fallen Order, as elite Stormtroopers trained to take down Force sensitives under the orders of Inquisitorius. Though it does seem like the Purge Troopers in Kenobi look slightly different to the redesign we see in Fallen Order. It is said that the sequel of Fallen Order will see this new Purge Trooper design, so you can see it being carried from Kenobi to the next game. I do think it's likely that Kenobi fights Vader on Nur, and would definitely be a nice juxtaposition to their last fight. Anakin died on Mustafar, a lava planet, and became Darth Vader. Perhaps we'll see Kenobi die on Nur, a water moon, and become Old Ben Kenobi. Almost poetic justice. It does seem there'll be another planet from the trailers, an Adrid planet where Kenobi will head. The only other character we've seen from this Adrid planet is an Imperial officer played by Indira Varma, so maybe she is on somewhere doing Imperial business and further finds Kenobi lurking around. Now, the only thing we're not too sure about in this series is a droid character who's appeared pretty frequently in the trailers for the series. How they will come into contact with Kenobi is unknown, but we do see them fight some Stormtroopers, so I think perhaps Kenobi will use this droid and help them, in order to make a cover to escape from his pursuers, but who knows. Kenobi is only a few days away, and that is all we know for the moment until it finally hits our screens, but where can you watch the series? Well, as I told you earlier, the obvious answer is to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi via Disney+. The series will air both episodes 1 and its second episode on Friday the 27th. Following that, the remaining 4 episodes will air weekly on Fridays, with the third episode coming on June 1st. Not that far away really. Okay, Exalted Ones, that's it myself on Star Wars Now. We are massively excited for the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest Star Wars news, lore, and more. You can follow us on social media as well, but make sure to let us know what you think in the video comment section below, because if you're talking about Star Wars, then of course we want to hear about it. That's it for myself today on Star Wars Now. I've been Captain Jack, and we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.